On WordPress, one of the media platforms, the man of God gives this prophecy proclamation, and this was on the 9th of July 2020, Instant Prophecy. And the title of this prophecy proclamation is The Children's Candle. The man of God proclaims, "What shall the meaning of all these things be? Who shall escape the sword and shall play the bad character in this prophecy? Who shall be molested? Who shall be assaulted? Whose head shall be buried? Pray ye! Woe unto the law inverters." Behold, a classic vision. I see the events of the future played. I am here in a famous hill, and there I see Kampala. At the same time, I see the waves of communications of children for abduction coming. I see the famous office abducted. I see them talk. They are paid. Story linked to a past history of the same. And now the molestation and the assaults of the children and are helpless. The soldiers make them do what is unbelievable. This forces them to humiliation and torture. Their forces shall pay for these deeds. And a female vocal minister shows up in the news. They shall say that this is linked to a big tycoon. Now look, they bribe and yet can't pass out. I preserve the lives of the innocent little ones in Jesus' name. Pray against human sacrifice. Pray against kidnapping. Pray against ruthlessness of the army. Pray for God's peace to prevail in Jesus' name.
Standing behind a police line, residents of Mpondwe, Uganda stared on at the horrors of an attack on a secondary school dormitory now in smoldering remains. More than 36 people died. Many of the victims' bodies were found burned or hacked. It's very unfortunate that a mistake was made and our children have been killed, says this guard with the Uganda People's Defense Forces. 54 people were believed to have been at the school, with officials unclear how many managed to escape.
There could be others who ran into their homes and are not yet here. So the exact number is not yet.
Local authorities said in a statement at least 6 students were abducted and brought towards the massive Virunga National Park that spans some 7,700 square kilometers.
Should we say they are rebels that came to kill our people? Is it security within Uganda?
The suspected group behind the attack is the Allied Democratic Forces, a group formed by Ugandan Muslims in the early 1990s opposed to the rule of the Ugandan president.
I want the security to tell us where they were when these killers came to kill our people.
Both the Ugandan and Congolese governments have been working to root out the terrorist organization, which has pledged allegiance to the so-called Islamic State. Military strikes have weakened it, but its guerrilla tactics often strike a deadly blow. The military, in this video from a local newspaper, says it believes the group spent 2 nights near the school before it was raided. This is the deadliest attack by the ADF since a suicide bombing in 2021 in the capital of Kampala. The government is now using DNA to identify the remains of the dead in this latest attack. Reggie Chikini, Global News.
Fellow Ugandans, today I'm compelled to communicate to you a message that is very sad for our country, because this morning we were informed that a terrorist group attacked a school, a secondary school in Mpondwe, near the border with DRC. This school is a boarding school. For now, the government is in charge. The security agencies are trying to follow up and will get all the information. So really, I want to appeal to all people of goodwill in the country to pray for those families and the community in the area, parents across the country. Please do not panic. Our children are safe and they will remain safe.
Prophecy Spot TV with Prophet Isaac Prosper, bringing you endless prophecies.